what you said is so critical, is that the forgiveness is not even about the other person. It's actually for ourselves. And sometimes that means, and by the way, let me make a caveat here, and I want to put a little asterisk here because you touched on it, but if there's offenses that are continuing to happen, because I want to address the elephant in the room, because a lot of times we'll hear this where, well, what if the spouse or my spouse keeps offending, cheating, hurting me with their words, all of that? How do I forgive in those moments? And so that's a whole separate training, because this doesn't mean that you should just ignore boundaries, because there's going to be a time where boundaries need to be put in place. And now you might be wondering, what does that mean? How do I do that? And so that's a whole separate training we're going to have to do in another day. But boundaries are sometimes have to be a critical piece.
Because again, we're not going to get into all the boundaries and all that stuff where if someone keeps hurting you over and over again, this is where you need to get help. I can't address this enough. You can't keep doing this alone if you are staying in isolation and just keep hoping and praying. And yes, praying is powerful. So yes, prayer is important, but often we need help, because what happens is you've got that you keep getting hurt, the Band-Aid keeps getting ripped off, and then there's no boundaries set up, there's no conversations, they're scared to have conversations, you're right, and then you just keep getting more angry and bitter and resentful. And so this is where you've got to make sure that you are getting help. You've got to make sure that you're getting help in this situation, and they can help you on what are the best boundaries to put up. Like, what does it look like for you in your situation? Because your situation can be so different, okay?